Hey there, it's Jim and Debbie with another episode of the Midday Minute, and today we've been joined by a guest, Debbie.
We sure have, Jim. You will see in one of our screens here, Colleen Conrad. Welcome, Colleen.
Hey, everyone at the Minute. How's it going?
Colleen's here to introduce the top 20 most valuable student finalists, and we'll get into that in a minute. But first, we have a winner to announce for our weekly contest, Debbie.
We sure do. Who is it?
The winner is... Congratulations, Chris. If you will comment below and tell us how you would like us to apply your soft credit, or if you prefer, you can email us at enf@elks.org. Kind of timely that we played that college music, of course, Indiana's fight song, because this episode we were talking about our top 20 finalists, and Colleen Conrad has joined us. Colleen, it's been quite a first year on the job for you, huh?
It really has, honestly. I got into this new position excited about planning our leadership weekend in Chicago. I was lucky enough to be a part of the first one. So, things have changed drastically, though. So we're moving a bunch of programming online and doing it virtually. And I'm just as excited for this new class. I think that we got another great group of 20, and they'll be able to connect just as well virtually as they would have in Chicago.
What do you say, Debbie? Should we meet him?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
All right, first up we have Daniel Ardity. He's from Florida. He's planning on going to Dartmouth and majoring in economics and government. He's a first-generation college student, and during the pandemic and the quarantine, he's been playing a lot of guitar. Next up, we have Emerson Harman from Platteville, Wisconsin. They are going to Rowan University and majoring in biomedical art and visualization, which I've never heard of. Sounds very impressive. Fun fact about Emerson is, soon as the pandemic hit, they set up a grocery delivery system for local elderly and immunocompromised neighbors with their friend.
Cool. Nice.
Next up, we have Flopateer Habib. He goes by Philo, and he's from Lincoln, Nebraska. He's planning on going to the University of Nebraska and majoring in pre-law. He's a president of like a million clubs at his high school, including Global Voices, Future Business Leaders of America, National Honor Society, and he's the captain of the jazz band.
Cool.
Next up, we have Gunnar James from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. He's going to Mississippi State to major in aerospace engineering. He loves sports and is the captain of his varsity basketball team. And he also is an ATV and lawnmower mechanic and owns his own landscaping business.
With a name like Gunnar, I bet he's the shooting guard for his team.
Good one. Good tie-in. Next up, we have Irissa Machetta from Texas. She's planning to go to Harvard and major in bioengineering. Arissa's super impressive and has a lot of accolades to her name, including she was chosen for NASA's prestigious High School Aerospace Scholars Program. And her family and community were hit hard by Hurricane Harvey, but she did not let that stop her from graduating at the top of her class.
Nice.
Next up, we have Jeremiah Curran, who goes by Jerry. He's from Massachusetts. He's between Northwestern or University of Pennsylvania for college next year and is planning on majoring in political and computer science. He's the editor-in-chief of his high school newspaper, and he is the team director of something called ProjectNextGeneration.com, which I found to be really interesting. It helps, the project helps run tuition-free social science and STEM programs for middle school students.
Cool.
Next up, we have Kaitlin Gartrell from Silverton, Oregon. She's planning on going to Pepperdine and majoring in biology. And she's her dance team captain at high school, and she's on the team state championships for 3 years running. Next up, we have Leah Aaronson, also from Oregon, this Ashland, Oregon. She's planning on going to Northeastern University, way across the country, and majoring in marine biology. And she was a national speech and debate team national qualifier, among many other accolades in high school.
Wow.
Next up, we have Luciana Soria-Robles. She's from California, and she's between Harvard or Stanford University next year, planning on majoring in political science. She's a first-generation college student that loves to dance to Bolivian folklore music, and she also has clocked in over 150 hours volunteering for Girls Who Code.
Okay.
All right, this is Madison Johnson from Delaware. She's planning on going to the University of Delaware and majoring in mechanical engineering. She's very involved with 4-H and actually lives on a farm. Her responsibilities on the farm include, are you ready for this? She has to take care of 4 goats, 7 rabbits, 6 geese, 2 ducks, and 11 chickens.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Next up, we have Makenna Turner from Boulder, Colorado. She's planning on going to Stanford to major in computer science. She started a bunch of great service projects and including her own nonprofit. So she ran a backpack program for Puerto Rico after the hurricane. And so she collected supplies at her school to send down there. And then she also started her own nonprofit called Project Illuminate, which connects students to online articles. You know, sometimes you have that like paywall that you can't have access to certain articles. So she started a nonprofit to fix that for young scholars who are interested.
Cool.
Next up, we have Caleb Martinafi. This is I always get his name is the hardest one to me. Martinafi. He's from Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. He's planning on going to Washington University in St. Louis to major in mechanical engineering. He is very into the Scholastic Bowl. He's the Scholastic Bowl state champion, all-state champion, and the current captain at his school.
Speaking of the Ozarks, Megan and I finished Ozark Season 3 over the weekend.
Very nice.
Good stuff.
Good show. I did not ask him about it when I spoke with him. I'm sure he gets that all the time. All right, next up we have Nir Jain from Katy, Texas. He's planning on going to UT Austin to major in engineering and business. Nir's an Eagle Scout who, among many other things, is a volunteer tutor for refugees for the Siwa International.
Okay.
All right, next up we have Nicholas Sayeg. He goes by Nick. He's from Oklahoma City and is planning on going to Oklahoma City University. He wants to major in marketing and finance, and he plays 50 instruments.
What?
I honestly didn't even know there were 50. I mean, it makes sense when you really think about it, but 50 instruments. His passions lie in percussion instruments, but very amazing. All right, next up we have Santiago Albiar. He is planning on going to Stanford and majoring in engineering physics, specializing in energy alternatives, another very specific major that I've never heard of, but very impressive. His passions include botany and drawing, specifically drawing charcoal portraits. And he said that with the pandemic happening, he's had a lot of time to do that.
This was my favorite of the photos, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? All right, next up we have Sarah Harper. She's planning on going to University of Tennessee in Knoxville to study industrial engineering. She volunteers a whole lot, pages and pages of volunteer time on her application, but she spends a lot of her time volunteering for the Smoky Mountain Service Dog organization. And she's also a Navy Junior Rescue Officer.
Wow.
All right, next up we have Satya Brandon. She's from Brooklyn and planning to go to McAllister College to study linguistics and cognitive science. Satya told us a really great story. As soon as I met her, her mom is an X-ray technician in an emergency room in Brooklyn, and she's been putting together care packages for those healthcare workers including her mom, who are on the front lines helping with COVID-19 pandemic. So I thought that was really special. And Satya is a wonderful student who's going above and beyond to help people like her mom.
It's wonderful.
Next up, we have Tanner Christensen from Utah. He's planning on going to Stanford as well. A lot of Stanford kids so far in this group. He is thinking of majoring in environmental science. Tanner is the student council president at his school, and he helped put together his school's very first blood drive. And he's also the mayor pro tempore of the Harman County City Youth Council.
Wow.
All right, and now this is Victor. He's from California and planning to go to University of Southern California to major in international relations. He's a polyglot who's starting to learn Arabic and French this year, and he started a nonprofit called Innova Youth, which partners with Los Angeles County to implement summer programs for youth to help them start passion projects to help those in need.
And I think that brings us to, yep.
Oh, and finally, Annabelle, who we haven't gotten her picture yet, but Annabelle Nuys is from Wisconsin, and we do know that she's planning on going to University of Pennsylvania to study actuary science. She loves to write, and she volunteers as a literary tutor at a local nonprofit called Casa Guadalupe, and also volunteers her time to help other students in high school at her high school's writing center.
Well, that was a nice job, Colleen, going through all that. And just briefly, we're going kind of long, but just briefly, like how are we going to be conducting the interviews this week, this year?
Yeah, so actually the interviews are probably going to look a lot like what we're looking at right now. We're planning on using Zoom to have the students meet with our panel of 3 judges at a specified time for 20 minutes. And then we're also going to be doing some of our programming before and after those interviews as well. So some icebreakers, some team building, a chance for all of us to kind of come together and virtually meet.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, well, there you have it, our top 20 finalists in this year's Most Valuable Student Scholarship Competition. Each one of them will receive at least $20,000, and they will now vie an interview for the top 6 awards, 2 each at $30,000, $40,000, and $50,000. So good luck to them. Good luck to them all. Before we wrap up, if you would like an opportunity to win a $50 soft credit toward the E&F funded program of your choice, comment below and maybe share some well wishes with our 20 top finalists in the class of 2020 in general, which has the misfortune of graduating at a time when they can't hold graduation ceremonies, they can't go to prom. It's a weird year for all of us. So maybe share some thoughts about that.
Yeah.
And next week on the Midday Minute, we will announce the winners of our iPad mini giveaway. We will be giving away 2 iPad minis to subscribers. We hit 1,000 subscribers over the weekend. So we will be drawing our winners on Friday. There's still time for you to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button and tap that bell so you will be notified whenever we post new content. Colleen, thanks so much for joining the show.
Thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. This was fun.
All right, Debbie, final thoughts?
I can't wait to meet the top 20, albeit virtually. They're, again, an outstanding class, and I look forward to knowing more about them. So.
All right, everybody, if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't. Feel free to share it. And again, hit the subscribe button. Tap that bell so you'll be notified every time we post new content. And thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.